Who do you think is the smartest person to have ever sneaked something across a border? Can a smuggler even be called the smartest? We are accustomed to thinking of smugglers as simple-minded and greedy individuals. But history has proven that in this underground world, sometimes brilliant minds operate. Minds that, had they been used for positive endeavors, might have changed the course of science and technology. Today, we are going to dive into 10 mind-blowing stories. Tales where people push the boundaries of logic, from tiny hummingbirds concealed in their pants, to hiding an entire man inside a car seat. Are you ready to enter the insane and extraordinary world of the 10 smartest smugglers in history? If you're not afraid of the thrill, hit the subscribe button, give us a like, and let's start with smuggler number 10. Believe me, these are not just simple thefts. These are complex masterpieces of the criminal mind. Rank 10. Cigarettes in a tree trunk. At number 10, we encounter smugglers who demonstrated that circumventing a law requires neither complex technology nor sophisticated gadgets. All it takes is a little patience and a collaboration with nature. The story of the cigarettes in a tree trunk originates from the eastern borders of Europe. These smugglers, with stunning ingenuity, would select massive, colossal logs from the forest. First, they would meticulously hollow out the center of the trunk, ensuring that from the outside, it appeared completely intact. Next, they would stash compact packages of contraband cigarettes inside this cavity and seal the wooden cap with extreme precision so that no visible seam was detectable. These logs would then be transported within ordinary lumber shipments. Rank 9. Gold in a shirt. This case proves that the simplest places are not always the safest places to hide things. Rather, the simplest plans are the best. Our 9th-ranked smuggler employed an extremely personal and old-school method: hiding gold in clothing. Operating in busy airport routes, this person chose not to use double-lined luggage or swallow small packages. Instead, they decided to flatten thousands of dollars worth of pure gold bullion into thin, flexible sheets, which were then sewn as a secondary lining inside their formal shirts. These shirts looked completely normal. Even a casual touch would not reveal the fabric's unusual rigidity, as the gold was so thin it took on the texture of a heavy fabric or a protective, waterproof layer. Rank 8. The model family. The smartest smugglers are those who sell more than just goods. They sell appearance and identity. The model family, or perfect family smugglers, utilize this exact trick. This smuggling team consisted of a well-dressed couple, immaculate children, and even a kindly grandmother. They never moved large consignments, but instead continuously transported small volumes of valuable or prohibited materials, hidden in secret compartments within everyday items. This scheme relied heavily on the psychology of border agents. A typical family on a trip or vacation is the least likely to be suspected. Rank 7. Drone smugglers. We now enter the digital age of smuggling. Drone smugglers represent the ingenuity that utilizes technological advancements to circumvent physical borders. These smugglers deemed border walls irrelevant, choosing instead to fly over them. They used powerful, expensive commercial drones capable of carrying heavy loads. Their operational plan was meticulously precise, sending small but highly valuable shipments, often highly concentrated narcotics or rare electronic chips on moonless nights, traversing difficult mountainous terrain. Their accuracy was such that they programmed the drone's satellite navigation systems with the exact GPS coordinates of a drop-off point on the other side of the border. Rank 6. Reptiles on the body. The smugglers in the 6th rank demonstrated not only intelligence, but also extraordinary tolerance and ruthlessness. This particular smuggler specialized in trafficking rare and expensive reptile species. especially small snakes and lizards. Instead of using boxes or cages, he decided to utilize his body heat to keep the cargo alive and also provide the best possible camouflage. He placed the reptiles in thin, ventilated fabric pouches and carefully strapped them around his chest, abdomen, and sometimes his waist. His ingenuity lay in knowing that human body heat was vital for the reptile's survival during the journey. Rank 5. The Shawshank Redemption. This title, inspired by the classic prison escape story, symbolizes the use of extremely slow, long-term methods that require immense patience and perseverance in the world of smuggling. Instead of attempting a quick dash across the borders, these smugglers focused on creating a long, secret path. The story involves the excavation of an extremely long and complex tunnel beneath an international border, which was used to move heavy materials or people. Their intelligence was in the engineering of this project. They used simple yet effective tools to muffle the sound of the drilling, provide adequate tunnel ventilation, and dispose of the extracted dirt. These tunnels often began under an inconspicuous warehouse or building and ended at a similar structure on the other side. The success of this operation required annual, not weekly, financial and time planning. These smugglers proved that the longest routes are sometimes the safest routes. Rank 4. A man inside a car seat. Insane and unimaginable. The smuggler in the 4th rank concealed a man inside a car seat for illegal border crossing. The story is that a specialized people smuggler completely hollowed out the interior of the rear seat of an SUV, turning it into a cramped but hidden compartment. The person being smuggled would then contort themselves into this seat compartment in an inhumane and extremely compressed manner. The cleverness of this trick was that from the outside, the seat looked completely natural and maintained its normal shape, even with simple manipulation. This smuggler knew that physical inspections of vehicles usually involve opening doors, checking the trunk, and looking under the car, not tearing open the seat covers. Rank 3. 94 iPhones. In the modern world, smugglers have also kept pace with the global economy and high-demand products. The 3rd rank smuggler specialized in electronics. 94 iPhones were smuggled not in one box, but intelligently and dispersed. These smugglers used a body carrier method, but on a more professional scale. They had installed dozens of very thin, precise, and durable hidden pockets beneath their clothes, as well as within the soles of specially designed shoes. Each iPhone was carefully removed from its box, placed in a thin casing, and then hidden in one of these pockets. The key point was that due to the large number of devices, each smuggler appeared stiff and motionless, almost like a robot. Rank 2. Hummingbirds in pants. We have reached one of the strangest and most brutal smuggling tricks in history, which certainly indicates the devilish intelligence and limitless ruthlessness of the smuggler. Hummingbirds, the world's smallest birds, were concealed in a smuggler's pants. This person specialized in trafficking rare animal species. He placed a large number of these birds, each wrapped separately in fabric with only their heads exposed so they could breathe, into internal pockets sewn into his trousers. This method was employed due to the very small volume of the birds and the fact that they were hidden in an area less likely to undergo a physical inspection. The goal was to sell them in the black markets for rare animal collectors. His cleverness lay in using fabrics with high thermal absorption to keep the hummingbirds from dying of cold, but his ruthlessness was indescribable. Rank 1. A truckload of ammo. And now for the 1st rank, a genius who managed to pass a truckload of ammunition across the border, not by hiding it in secret compartments, but by using a psychological legal trick. This smuggler, an expert in arms trafficking, did not hide a massive shipment of ammunition under a thin, perfectly legal layer of authorized goods, such as perishable vegetables or cheap construction materials. Instead, he filled the entire truck with ammunition and meticulously registered the cargo in the customs documents as spare parts for heavy industrial machinery, with the explanation that the shipment was so sensitive and heavy that it should not be unloaded or tampered with. By presenting extremely credible forged documents and making massive bribes at high bureaucratic levels, he succeeded in registering an order for no physical inspection of the cargo in the system. Did you see? These are just 10 of thousands of amazing stories that show how creative the human mind can be, even on the dark path. The common point in all these stories is that every smart smuggler focused not just on hiding the goods, but on hiding the truth behind a convincing story. This means mastering psychology and bureaucratic systems. Always remember that the cleverest ones are those who appear ordinary. Now tell me, which of these tricks shocked you the most? Do you know of any other trick worthy of being on this list? Share your opinions in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. Until the next video, be careful what passes by you.